Athens, it's so great to be here. As I was walking through your city, I saw you're very religious, with many objects of worship, even one to an unknown god. Which to me is interesting, that you don't know this thing you worship. Well, that's where I can help you. See, he's the God who made the world and everything in it, okay? He's the Lord of heaven and earth, and he does not live in temples built by human hands, right? He's not served by humanity as if he needed anything, but rather he gives life and breath to everyone and everything, okay? So from one man, he made all the nations that they should fill the earth, right? He marked out their appointed times and their borders and boundaries, and why? So that humanity would seek him, right? And reach out for him and perhaps find him, even though he's not far from any of us, okay? As your own poets have said, we're his offspring. Therefore, since we're God's offspring, we shouldn't think of the divine as an object made of earthly matter by human design and skill, right? In the past, God overlooked this kind of ignorance, but now he commands all people to repent, for he set the day when he will judge the world and bring justice by the man he's appointed, and he's given proof to everyone of this by raising him from the dead. Yeah, I know. Well, I wouldn't say it if I didn't know it was true. Time's up? Yeah, sure. Well, thank you. My name's Paul, as you know. Come and find me if you want to chat some more. Yeah, okay. Right, when it was decided that we should sail for Italy, Paul and some of the other prisoners were handed over to a centurion named Julius, who belonged to the Imperial Regiment, right? So we boarded a ship from Adramyttium, about to sail for ports along the coast of the province of Asia, and we put out to sea, right? So we make slow headway for a few days. We actually had difficulty arriving off Cnidus. When the wind didn't allow us to hold our course, we sailed to the lee of Crete, right opposite Salmone. So we moved along the coast with some difficulty and eventually came to a place called Fair Havens. Okay, well, since the harbour was unsuitable to winter in, the majority decided that we should sail on, hoping to reach Phoenix and winter there. Before very long, a wind of hurricane force called the Northeaster swept down from the island. The ship's caught in the storm, couldn't head into the wind, so we just gave way to it, right? And we'd driven along. So we passed to the lee of an island called Cauda, were hardly able to make the lifeboat secure, so the men hoisted it aboard, and then they actually passed ropes under the ship itself to hold it together. Right, they're afraid that we're going to run aground on some sandbars, so they just lowered the sea anchor and let the ship be driven along. Right, the next day they began to throw the cargo overboard, and the third day they threw the ship's tackle overboard with their own hands. Okay, so neither sun nor stars appeared for many days. The storms continued to rage. We finally gave up all hope of being saved. On the 14th night, we're still being driven across the Adriatic, when about midnight the sailor says that we're approaching land. So fearing we're just going to get smashed on the rock, they dropped 4 anchors from the stern, praying for daylight. Okay, daylight comes. They didn't recognise the land, but they saw the bay with a sandy beach, and they decided to just run the ship aground on it if they could. The bow stuck fast and wouldn't move. The stern had been smashed to pieces by the surf. The soldiers planned to kill the prisoners to prevent any of them from swimming away and escaping. But the centurion wanted to spare Paul's life and kept them from carrying out their plan. So he ordered those who could swim to jump overboard first and just get to land, and the rest were to get there on like planks or like broken bits of ship. And somehow in this way, everyone reached the land safely. And once safely on shore, we found out that the place was called Malta.